A very pleasant good morning to you all. I welcome you all to the physics online class. Hope you are all doing good. Dear students, you have to attend the class regularly and you have to do your homework daily. Okay? And last class we learned some topic from the first lesson. What's the lesson? Laws of motion. Under this topic we learned about inertia. Have you remember? What do you mean by inertia? Yes, the inability of an object to resist any change in the state of rest or in the state of motion unless an external unbalanced forces act on it. What are the three types of inertia? Inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction. And also we learned about Newton's first law of motion. What is that? An object remains in the state of rest or in the state of uniform motion unless an external unbalanced forces act on it. Next, what did we learn? Rotating effect of force. If a body under the action of net external force is allowed to rotate about a pivot, the body will tend to turn in the direction of the applied force. And we learned the formula for the moment of force, isn't it? What is moment of force? Yes, moment of force equal to F into D, force into distance. Here force F, it is denoted in Newton, and D be the particular distance from the pivot or from the center point. The SI unit of moment of force is Newton meter. And it is a vector quantity. What do you mean by vector quantity? It has both magnitude and direction. Okay. What's the SI unit of moment of force? Newton meter. Okay. Next you learnt about coupled in physics. Okay. So two equal and opposite forces whose lines of action do not coincide is constituted coupled. Okay. Two equal and unlike parallel forces applied simultaneously to distinct points, it constitutes a couple. Here the lines of action of the two forces do not coincide. It does not produce any translatory motion. Why it does not produce any translatory motion? Because the resultant is zero. But a coupled result causes the rotation of a body. The rotating effect of a couple is known as moment of couple. What's the example of moment of couple? Turning a tap, winding or unwinding a screw. Okay, these are the example of moment of couple. Today we are going to learn what is principle of moments. Okay, see here, it is a beam balance. Okay. Both the sides it is balanced, isn't it? So both the sides it will be balanced, means sum of the clockwise moment is equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moments. Okay, the two sides the moments is equal, means it will be balanced. Okay, so what is the principle of moments? Okay, first we are going to learn the definition of principle of moments. Okay, see that principle of moments states that when a body is said to be in equilibrium, sum of the clockwise moment is equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moment. See here, equilibrium means the body is at rest or it is moving at a constant speed. Okay, it's moving at a constant speed. Okay, that is equilibrium. So equilibrium means the body is said to be balanced. The body is said to be balanced. Okay, so the sum of the clockwise moments equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moments. Okay, so we are going to learn the formula. Moment of force, force into perpendicular distance. Already we studied this. Moment of force, what's the formula? Force into perpendicular distance. Okay, now with the help of a simple illustration or example, we are going to learn the principle of moments. Okay, here a ruler is rest on the knife edge. Okay, both the sides certain weights are there. Okay, here listen, the 300 gram of weight is acting in one direction. Okay, 100 gram is equal to 1 Newton. So 300 gram is equal to how many Newton? 3 Newton. Okay, 3 Newton of force is acting in the downward direction. Okay, then the other side, another 200 gram weight is there. Okay, so we are going to find the position of a 200 gram of weight. Okay, at what place? If you are placing the 200 gram of weight, it should be balanced. Okay, the ruler will be in balance. See, otherwise it won't be balanced, isn't it? At particular distance we have to keep the 200 gram of weight, otherwise it won't be balanced. Okay, so from here to the center point to here, let us take 9 centimeter, and that side 300 gram weight, let us take it is how much centimeter? 6 centimeter. Okay, just for this example. Okay, so the 300 gram weight 6 centimeter from the center, and here 9 centimeter from the center. Okay, so here it is how many Newton? 2 Newton. Okay, 200 gram weight is equal to 2 Newton. It is acting in the downward direction. Okay, now we are going to find the moment of force. Okay, we are going to find the moment of force. Okay, what according to the principle of moment, sum of the clockwise moments equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moments. Okay, sum of the clockwise moment is equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moments. Okay, first we can find clockwise moment. Okay, clockwise means this direction. Okay, so clockwise direction, what is the moment? Force into distance. So force how much? 2 Newton. That's it, 2 Newton into what's the distance? 9 centimeter. Okay, it is equal to sum of the anti-clockwise. So this is the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so anti-clockwise directional force is how much Newton? 3 Newton. So 3 into what is the distance? 6 centimeters. So 2 9s are 18. Here 3 6 are 18. So both the sides it is equal. So sum of the clockwise moment is equal to sum of the anti-clockwise moments. Okay, both the sides we are getting the equal answer. Okay, so here listen here. So 2 into 9 18. Then now we can write the unit. Okay, so moment of force unit is Newton centimeter. Here also we can write the Newton centimeter because force unit Newton, distance is centimeter. Okay, so the unit of the moment of force is Newton centimeter. Okay, both the side we are getting the equal value. So it is said to be what? Balanced, or the system is in equilibrium. Okay, now we are going to do some problems. Okay, so first one, solved problem number 2. You have to take page number 12. I'm going to read the question. You listen carefully. Okay, a door is pushed at a point whose distance from the hinges is 90 centimeter with a force of 40 Newton. Calculate the moment of force about the hinges. Okay, so a door is pushed at a point whose distance is how much centimeter? Yeah, 90 centimeter. What is the force applied? 40 Newton. What we have to calculate? Moment of force. You all know the formula for the moment of force, is it? What's the formula? Moment of force equal to F into D, force into distance. Okay, by using this formula we can solve this problem. See, first we have to write the given data here. Okay, so door is pushed at a distance from the hinges, what they given? 90 centimeter. Okay, so first you have to write distance is equal to 90 centimeter. Distance is equal to 90 centimeter. This centimeter we have to convert into meter. You all know that 100 centimeters equal to 1 meter. Okay, so want to convert this 90 centimeter into meter. Why means always we will write the units with the SI system. Okay, so in SI system the unit of the distance what? Meter. So we are going to convert this 90 centimeter into meter. What to do?
Yes, 90, just you have to divide by 100. Okay, so 90 by 100 equal to 9 by 10. If you cancel, you can get what? 0.9 meter. Okay, so 90 centimeter, if you are converting into meter, how much? 0.9 meter. Okay, next what they given? Force they given, isn't it? Force is equal to how much? 40 Newton. Force is equal to 40 Newton. Okay, you have to write force equal to 40 Newton. So what we are going to find? Next step, to find moment of force. What we are going to find? Moment of force. Moment of force only we are going to find. Okay, so next step, to find what? Moment of force M. Okay, to find moment of force M. Okay, next we have to write the solution. Okay, solution, first step what we had to write? Moment of force is equal to formula F into D. Force into distance. What is the formula for moment of force? F into D. Force into distance. Okay, so here force, what value they given? Yes, 40 Newton. You have to write 40 into distance. After converting into meter, we get 0.9. Okay, so 40 into 0.9. Okay, so if you are multiplying this 40, 0.9 will get what? 36. Okay, so 36 Newton meter. Okay, 36 Newton meter. This is the answer. Moment of force equal to 36 Newton meter. Okay. Next sum, Roman letter 7, question number 3. Okay, that's the exercise problem, page number 14, Roman letter 7, question number 3. All of you take your book and read the question. Okay, a mechanic unscrew a nut by applying a force of 140 Newton with a spanner of length 40 centimeter. What should be the length of the spanner if a force of 40 Newton is applied to unscrew the same nut? Have you got any idea by reading this problem? What formula here we had to use? Yes, now we did one example problem, no? The same formula. Okay, moment of force is equal to force into distance. That formula only here we are going to use. Okay, listen here. Here the what they given? A mechanic unscrew a nut by applying a force. Okay, how much force he is applied to a spanner? 140 Newton. Okay, first force they given 140 Newton. Okay, first 140 Newton. Okay, and what is the length of the spanner they given? 40 centimeter. What is the length? 40 centimeter. Now, if the force applied is 40 Newton means what will be the length? Okay, first force 140. Now only 40 Newton is applied means what will be the length of the spanner we are going to find. Okay. Now first you have to write the given data here. Force F1 is equal to, two forces are there, isn't it? So for easy to understand, we have to write first force is equal to F1. Okay, F1 is equal to 140. Okay, F1 is equal to 140. Okay, next length of the spanner is equal to how much? 40 centimeter. So centimeter here I want to convert into meter. For easy to calculate, here I am writing centimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Next, the second force, how much force is applied? F2 is equal to 40 Newton. Okay, now if 40 Newton means what will be the length of the spanner? Okay, so here length and distance it is same only. Okay, that's why instead of L I am writing D1. Okay, if you are writing L1 also no problem. Okay, so next, if the force is 40 Newton means we have to find the distance. Okay, D2 value we want to find. Okay, so here also we have to write the moment of force formula. First you have to write moment of force is equal to force into distance. Okay, so here 2 times we are going to find. Okay, so 2 force it is there now, so we have to write F1 into D1, it is equal to F2 into D2. Okay, so first you have to write force F1 is equal to 140, and the D1 value what is there? D1 value it is equal to 40 centimeter. It is also equal to 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, it is equal to, and F2 value, what is there? F2, yes, 40 Newton into D2 value we don't know, that only we are going to find. D2 value we are going to find. Okay, so here both the sides you have to see, here 40, here also 40, we can cancel, isn't it? Otherwise D2 is equal to 140 into 40 divided by 40. Okay, otherwise here itself we can cancel, here 40, this 40 will get cancelled. So D2 is equal to, how to write? D2 is equal to 140 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, D2 is equal to 140 into 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So the length of the spanner, if the force 40 Newton is applied, means the length of the spanner how much? 140 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay, have you all understand? Very simple only. You have to apply the formula F into D, force into distance. Two forces there. So you have to write F1 and F2. Okay. So here also if they are applying 140 Newton, the distance is 40. So if you are applying the force 40 Newton, means the D2 value will. Okay, how much? 140 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Okay. Next we are going to learn the interesting topic, acceleration due to gravity. It is denoted by the letter small g. What do you mean by this acceleration due to gravity? Already you all know about gravitational force, isn't it? You may studied in the last classes. Okay. See, if a man is dropping a certain object, it reaches the ground because of gravitational force, isn't it? So it reaches the ground due to this acceleration due to gravity. Okay. So here he is dropping the two objects, stone and the cotton ball. The cotton ball reaches the ground later than the stone. Do you know why? Because air resistance around the earth. Okay. Due to the air resistance, the cotton ball reaches the ground later than the stone. Okay. So this statement first given by a scientist Galileo. Okay. So what is Galileo's statement? If there is no air resistance, all objects will fall at the same time. Okay. Because of air resistance only, this cotton reaches the ground later than the stone. It was proved by Robert Boyle also. Okay. See, he did the experiment in that he removed the air from the bottle by using the vacuum pump, and he dropped the two objects, feather and the coin. See, both also reaches the same time. Okay. So Galileo's statement proved by different scientists. Newton also proved the same. The value of acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 or 9.8, and the unit of acceleration due to gravity is meter per second square. Okay, it is denoted by the letter G. The velocity of an object keeps on changing as it falls down. Just observe this picture. When she is dropping the object at 0 second, the acceleration due to gravity is 0 meter per second, and after some time, that is 1 second, the value is 9.8 meter per second. Okay, like that it will be increasing for every seconds. Okay, so the change in velocity must be due to the force acting on the object. So the acceleration of the body is due to earth gravitational force. So it is called as the acceleration due to gravitational force. Okay, or acceleration due to gravity of the earth. We now mark this definition. What is acceleration due to gravity? Okay, page number 9. Okay, page number 9. The acceleration of the body is due to the earth gravitational force. So it is called as acceleration due to gravitational force of the earth, or acceleration due to gravity of the earth. It is represented as G. Its unit is meter second power minus 2. Now it's the time you have to do your worksheet. Okay, first you have to read page number 5, 6, 9. Okay, and the following questions you have to learn and write. Okay, first question, explain principle of moments. It is given in page number 5 and 6. Okay, And the second question is, what is acceleration due to gravity? That is given in page number 9. Okay. So if you have any doubt in the Zoom class, you can ask. Okay. So only 2 questions only today I taught. You have to be learn clearly. Okay. And you have to do the 2 sum in the notes. Okay. Classwork note, do it. Okay. Thank you, students.